Welcome, welcome! It's Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy bringing you another Star Citizen video. And today we bring you a video from one of my subscribers who is also an org mate, Captain Jakes. He was gracious enough to put together this starter mission for you guys who are just starting out in the verse and wondering how in the world you can make some money. And this is a very excellent one. So if you go to your missions tab, what you're looking for are delivery missions that have the same pickup or drop-off location. Now, there's going to be a few that will have those in common. You could find some that have, maybe you find 3 delivery missions that have the same pickup but different drop-offs, and maybe you find one that has some pickups from the places you're dropping off and going to another place you have to drop off. So point being is you should be able to get 3 to 6 of these missions all at once, and it should take about an hour to do, and you're going to bring in around 92,000 credits. That's a really good income for an hour for starter missions. So this is what I would highly recommend that you do. Another org mate, another subscriber named K9, he also has a version of this. I don't know if he and Jakes work together on this or not, but it is a fantastic way to make credits early on. Definitely goes down as one of my ways to make money in the verse, and we can watch Jakes here as he flies from one location to another. Now, Jakes was kind enough to send me this video. It was his first attempt at using DaVinci Resolve, which is an editing software that's free out there. And I think he did really good with it. And I didn't have to do much in the way of edits myself on it, just a few little minor things. So I really do appreciate Jake sending that video over to me. It really helps out, especially when I get super bogged down with doing work and family life and I'm not able to get the footage myself. I did actually attempt to get footage yesterday for about 6 hours. And when I say attempt, I failed miserably because every time I tried to get to what I wanted to show you guys, I would 30K or I would get killed or something crazy would happen and I was not able to get the footage that I wanted. I have footage that's usable, it's just not what I wanted, so we might save that for another day. Luckily, Jakes was working on this footage. He said it took about 7 hours for him to do this because he was having 30K issues, 16K issues, different disconnect issues that were really causing problems with him being able to do this in a linear format for you guys. So thankfully he was able to get it done, and he was able to make a good amount of credits in the process. So you can see how you go up to these boxes and click on the pickup and you are able to pick up one of these boxes. You hold the F key, click on it to carry. You carry it to your ship, hold the F key on the box and place it down, and you're able to have those boxes in the back of your ship. Now this only works if you're using something that has some space in it. You could use an Aurora, you could use a Titan, like an Avenger, any of the Avengers really, and you could use like Cuddy Red or Cuddy Black. Any of the Cutlasses would have some space. Any ship that's got a little bit of space in it that you can, carry a box into will work for these delivery missions. So if you have something like a Mustang, you're probably going to be out of luck a little bit. So keep that in mind. If you're trying to do these delivery missions, you need something you can carry a box into and place down. So we've gone to our next destination, or our OM, as we travel to our delivery drop-off here. Now these delivery missions can take some time to do because most of them, once you fly to the planet that you need to be in, or the moon, you would need to manually fly down to the location that you're doing the drop-off or the pickup. Jakes has fast-forwarded through a lot of this, or skipped, kind of edited through some of this, which is fine because you guys really don't want to sit here for an hour watching delivery missions. Delivery missions are probably one of the safest missions you can do out there, safest ways to make money, along with mining, because you're really not going to usually encounter anybody when you're doing delivery missions. Not anybody that's going to be hostile towards you. Most of the people you encounter are going to be doing delivery missions themselves, so you're probably going to be pretty good shape if you try to do delivery missions. You don't have to worry about a lot of resistance. The only thing you have to worry about is tedium or boredom, because it's kind of monotonous doing drop-offs and pickups, several different locations. Now, if you can do what Jake's has done and gotten a few boxes from one location, and all you have to do is go drop them off in a couple of different locations, that makes this go by a little quicker, and it's a little less boring when you do it that way. It's still going to be a little boring for most people. Some people won't mind the monotonous gameplay, but some people will. So as Jake's flies into his destination here, you can see there's a freelancer already here. Obviously they're doing, you know, either a drop-off mission or they're picking up some sort of vice so that they can go and sell that somewhere else. Jake's is going to wait till this guy lifts off before he lands. Always be safe when you do these missions, and the best way to do that is once you've landed, make sure that you, when you exit your ship, that you raise your ramp back up so that you're not leaving it open for anybody to jump on your ship and later kill you while you're in quantum. So the freelancer's kind of taken off here, and Jake's is going to work his way out of his ship and into the facility here to start dropping some boxes off. So he goes and opens his ramp, picks up a box, and then carries his first one in there. I would close the ramp behind me. That's just what I would do. You have a slight risk not doing that. Say that freelancer pilot comes back. Of course, you would probably hear the freelancer fly over, but you just don't know. Better safe than sorry. So he's got one box dropped off. You can see it's completed. We're here at the orphanage. They have some interesting names for some of these places. Now he's got another box. He's going to take it inside and drop it off. Some of these delivery missions are doing 15K UEC per delivery, so they're pretty well paying. Some of them, are less. You definitely want to pick up the higher paying missions so that you're making more credits over your time period. Like Jake's is playing for an hour here. He's trying to maximize the credits he can get. He's having to retrack it so he can see where he needs to put this box. There's a box in the way that he just put up there. That mission he's already gotten credit for, so he's just going to throw that box down on the floor, pick up another box, and put it up where that one was, so he gets credit for the mission. So sometimes you got to make some changes in order to make the mission work for you, and Jake's was able to do that in this situation. Hopefully none of these delivery missions are bugged. They seem to be alright for now. And they're very cut and dry. If you guys like to do delivery missions, or if you've never done them, tell me in the comments. Let me know what you think about Jake's little version of these delivery missions here. Like I said, you're going to make close to 100,000. There'll be about 92,000 credits doing these particular missions here. And there's 6 of them, and it takes around an hour, hour and a half, depending, to do them. So he's checking his ship out to make sure there's nobody that's snuck on board. Wise decision. In case you were wondering why he had pulled his gun out. Better safe than sorry. And then we're going on to the next one. So he's got to go pick up some more boxes over at Walla, which is a moon around ArcCorp. So you can see there's a box pickup about 174 kilometers away. He's going to have to directly fly there. Which again is not a big deal if it's one of these moons. If it's like Hurston or something and you're having to directly fly, that means you're going to have to go 100 kilometers through atmosphere. You know, that can be time consuming and tedious. So I hope that CIG, whenever they get the iCache system, and maybe even server meshing in, that we will be able to set our own waypoints. That just really needs to happen. I think the reason why we don't have that in game is because one server is running everything right now. So the server is running millions and millions of kilometers worth of gameplay space, and they get bogged down. CIG's had to take things out of the game in order for the servers to be able to handle all the stuff that's in it. That's another reason why Crusader's been bumped back, I believe. They haven't just come out and openly said it, but there's just too much in the game for one server to be able to handle all of the load. So they need server meshing, and they need it quickly in order to expand beyond Stanton, or to even put everything back in the game that they already have made. There's things we probably haven't even seen yet that they just can't put in because the game's just not, the server's not able to handle it. Once you have server meshing in the game, then you're going to start seeing some improvements. You'll start seeing some new things, maybe some new missions. You know, servers will probably be planets first, so like, or a planetary system like Crusader, Hurston, ArcCorp, Microtech. They'd all be their different little server within the bigger server, so to speak. At least that's my theory. I could be wrong. I don't know how they're going to implement it. I would say that's probably going to be stage 1, and I think once that's in there, you're just going to see a lot of awesomeness. This game's really going to start taking off because they really need to get all these back-end things completed so that we can see everything that they've been working on, so that they can put in more and more stuff. Once they get the back-end stuff, everything else is going to be easier. So I'm looking forward to iCache and to server meshing, and I really hope that they can get that in before the next, or by the next quarter. My guess is it's going to be Q3, so we probably won't see it until October, but I guess we'll have to wait and see. I am looking forward to a couple things going on this month. One is Fleet Week. That should be a really good sell for all you guys that are looking to pick up new ships. I will try to give you the rundown on Fleet Week. And then Tides of War should be coming out as well. That is going to be, or Theaters of War, I'm sorry. And that is going to be where it's kind of like their Arena Commander scenario, where you have vehicles, ships, and ground combat all in one, where you're trying to get an objective in stages, and there's like 3 stages, and it's one team versus another. I think it's 20 on 20 or something along those lines. Should be exciting, should be a lot of fun, and my org is really looking forward to getting our hands on that. Hopefully we will be able to early on, and I will be able to give you some footage of that. That would be lots of fun. So guys, what do you think about what's going on this month? How are you feeling about 3.9 right now? I'm still feeling like it's rough. As you heard, you know, at the beginning of the video, I'm having a hard time getting the footage that I want for you guys. I'm in the process of exploring Klesher mines and Klesher's cave system. I've explored pretty thoroughly a couple of different cave systems. I think one of the things I'm going to try to do is break into prison and show you a little bit of footage of that, as well as I still need to do a prison break video for you guys. So I still have a few things out there I need to try to do, but some of them require me to go back and get another crime stat, and you know, that's always fun. So that's some stuff you can look forward to from me. Are you looking forward to Fleet Week? Are you looking forward to Theaters of War? Let me know in the comments down below. I want to thank all my Patreons who have sponsored me this month. Dude, that is so awesome. It's so powerful to me. Thank you so much. My YouTube subscribers and my YouTube members as well, thank you. I have lowered the minimum membership requirement, so you only have to pay $2 to be a member of my YouTube family, so to speak. I mean, you could be a subscriber, you could be just a watcher, but if you want to sponsor me in any way, $2 can go a long ways towards helping me. So I appreciate anybody and everybody that can give or feel like they can give towards me. I promise you I will put it to good use, and thank you so much. Also, guys, if you're interested in joining an org, my org is Texas, and that information is going to be in the description of this video. And if you are interested in joining this game, you've never played this game, and it's a game you think you might want to pick up, I have a referral code that you can use down below as well in the description. I'll also put it on the screen, but it'd be easier to use it in the description. That referral code will get you a bonus 5,000 credits starting out, which will take you a pretty good ways. You can get a few items that you need, or do some missions that you need and have some money to start with. Always helps, really nice. So as you can see, he racked up 92,000 credits in this whole process. Well done, Jakes. Thank you, K9, as well. You guys are awesome. I really do appreciate you going to the trouble to put these videos together. I'm Mud Dog with the Texas Space Navy, and I'll see you out in the verse.